Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good night. Depends on what you're to. This is the Gamer's Med Max again with another trove video, of course. Just doing a maximum relax and chill like a villain, just a little bit less villainly, but it's what it is. Hopefully, everybody's doing good today, and hopefully, everybody's doing kosher, of course. Yeah, like I said, this is my first stream of the day. I was going to try to do a stream last night, but I ended up basically falling asleep. Sorry about that. But as I said, I try to do what I can and as much as I can when I can. But anyway, regardless of that, I'm going to be doing a little bit more of the run and trying to get. Let me see here. I'm looking for something right now. I don't know what I'm looking for. Could it be? No, I'm not looking for. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right, now I can actually do this. Let me see. Not there, not there. No, why? It's just not loading up. There we go. Gotta love troveness. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more red, gem dust, of course, and get some more sparks. That's exactly what I'm gonna do today. Um, like I said, I'm still waiting on to get my video card and stuff on my computer. So I can play together with you guys on the computer as well as the console, and be able to actually do more streaming of other games. I love PC games, a little bit more the console to a point because there's a lot more of them. Of course, I'll be able to do some of my very favorite old school games, also some of the more advanced games too. I just gotta wait till, like I said, my graphics card. I'm waiting to come in because what I've got right now, what I'm actually streaming, it has a bit of stutter into it. So there's nothing wrong with the card. It's just that it's not powerful enough for streaming. So yeah, I'll be able to actually, when I'm actually finished swapping that out, I'll be able to actually do it that way. So yeah. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm just waiting for that to show up. I should have that by Friday or Monday, so that's a great thing. And to that point, and hopefully be able to actually catch you guys on there as well. Like I said, if you do a little bit of PC gaming and stuff like that, I can start streaming different games as well from there. So, like I said, it'll give me more diversity currently, and like I said, everybody loves that diversity type of thing. But that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with the channel. I'm not going to completely switch over, because I've got more games right now, official games out for my console. So, like I said, until I've actually finished building my system and stuff like that, like I said, my graphics card would be one of the last pieces I need to actually use and get. And once I'm finished with that, I'll be switching over that. I'll be basically going back and forth between streaming of my console to my PC, and I've been trying to do that. I was trying to basically try to get Cyberpunk going, which basically it's kind of still a downer game because you never fix it still right. They're trying to do the best with that. I mean, it was taken off the market because it was so poorly done. But of course, they're still working on that, and hopefully they can actually fix that soon. And hopefully they'll be able to bring it up a little bit more with some of the updates they're still coming up with. So regardless of that, like I said, I still call it as a PC game, just because of the fact it runs a heck of a lot better on PC. But like I said, that's not making no promises to people. I'm trying to actually build up a system so I can be able to actually do that. But I will be promising you, like I said, more different content and stuff like that too. Right now I'm actually stuck in Trove mode because I'm doing still the updates and stuff like that of Trove. But I'm actually taking my time with it. I'm not in no rush to go along and say, hey, you got everything done, look at me, blah, blah, blah. Because basically Trove is a lot of fun, but it's just like I said, it's still a lot of grind. Plus, where I'm only getting a chance of doing a little bit of grind every day, so I'm actually trying to squeeze in as much grind as possible when I actually can actually stream. So basically, to share the experience with you guys as well. So yeah, I don't mind doing that at all. So it gives me something to do when I'm actually not working and stuff like that. So it works here quite well. Now, what I'm going to do here And like I said, I do have a realm as well on Minecraft. Like I said, it's an active realm, of course. I will be actually streaming that a little bit later on to show you some of the builds and stuff that's there and whatnot. I do play Minecraft on and off. I didn't get too much of a chance of actually getting on my realm and stuff like that, just because I'm working so much and stuff like that. And it's kind of like I'm not streaming enough or whatever the case may be. Well, I'm actually trying to basically still make money in the real world. And of course, it takes time. It takes that much more effort. So, yeah, it's just, I got a couple of plans coming up for the channel itself. And I just letting you guys know what my plans are itself. Like, I mean, I would love to be able to actually be able to everything 100% running and running at a peak efficiency, so I'm not getting the stutter and stuff like that from my computer. Like I said, I've been building the computer now for almost close to a year, so I'm not doing too bad with that. It's just that it takes a lot of time and dedication and money to actually do that. So yeah, I don't mind, like I said, doing it that way because it gives me something to do actually as a hobby. Of course, streaming to me is just a hobby right now, but I would love to make it into a job because, of course, I enjoy everybody and I enjoy the, like I said, enjoy the views and stuff like that. I like to also watch you guys too play it sometimes. So when I actually do get a chance. Now, like I said, when it comes to it, it's more to do with the time I've got and the time allotted. And if I can actually do more with my time, I'd be able to keep going with that. So, yeah, like, I mean, I've got to figure out exactly, like, if I'm going to be watching more of you guys. Like, I mean, I could be watching you guys on my phone and stuff like that. But I mean, they're split up into different categories, so I'd be able to actually be able to keep an eye on my own stuff at the same time. So it's a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and that's itself. And yes, I will say I'm only stream of roughly about an hour a day. Sometimes I might get 2 streams in if I get lucky, because like I said, between work and stuff like that, I'm only getting a short bit of time. So, like I said, if I can get, I've got one video there, it's like a bit 12 hours long doing Minecraft. I like to be able to get another couple of those in, like I said, just for time's sake, you know. But it just takes that much more effort to do that because if you don't have the time, basically you end up basically not be able to do those long streams. And that's one thing someone asked me before about my streams and stuff like that and why I are a little bit shorter because of that reason. Plus, Twitch deletes streams after a week. So if I was going to go along and make a long stream, I would actually go to YouTube because YouTube will actually store them permanently, which Twitch is only storing them for about a week. So this is why I do a little bit shorter streams as well. So I'm not, like I said, I'm dedicated to both, but it's more to do with the overall aspect to try to push in both at the same time. Like, I mean, I can transfer from Twitch right over to my YouTube channel and make it work, which is fun and dandy, but it only ends up basically being shorter videos just because of that. So, like, I mean, I would love to be able to actually do longer videos if I had the time, and also like to be able to basically, like, I mean, yes, if Twitch was saving my videos for about 2 weeks, I would basically try to make longer videos because it makes more sense to do it that way because it'll basically save that much more content. But of course, every week there's one video gets deleted, and that basically for 1 hour for that one video, I don't find it too bad itself. But some people will actually find it quite short, or I'm not streaming enough because of that reason. But you gotta remember too, like, I mean, I'm actually streaming as much as I can. It's not how much I want to do. Like, if I could, basically, to get my number, not the numbers, not the followers itself, but to be able to get more viewers and stuff like that, is to basically try to get an affiliate, I'd be able to make this official business for my own self. So I'd be able to actually do that. And of course, I'm still going with the idea of basically helping other people out, like the homeless and stuff like that. If I can do that in my area, if I do basically get the affiliate and start getting paid for this, basically it'll basically help other people out as much and be able to do it that way. So I would love to be able to do that. Like, I mean, it takes a lot of effort and time just to get gear and just keep it up to date. But on the other hand, like, I mean, I'd love to be able to do the other side of the coin too, which I'm still doing a little bit here and there, but I like to be able to make an advancement of that. And it's the only thing is just funding and stuff like that that stops me from doing that. So, like I said, it's just one of those things. So if I can actually just be able to push up on that and make my idea of fruition, I'll be able to go actually do it that way. So that would be awesome for me, and it'd be awesome for the community as well. So yeah, basically, I'm always trying to help out the community as much. Like, even when I'm actually vending and stuff like that, I do sometimes give it free food to the homeless and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm not just bragging about what I do. It's just that I enjoy so much what I do. And, like, I mean, if I could do it even further, I would actually do it. Like, I mean, like I said, money is not everything. It is something, but it's just one of those things, you know. I like to be able to see people. I know basically supporting people and stuff like that are not going to they're not going to do much for themselves to a point. Some of them might. I'm not saying they're basically completely lazy or anything like that, but what I'm saying is it'll just basically change their life a little bit and probably give them a little bit more incentive to do something. So yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about doing, and my plan will basically still be the same, even if it's a year down the road or 2 years down the road or whatever the case may be. But of course, the quicker I actually get out there, the better it is for me, and the better it is for everybody else too as well. So I'm actually be able to actually do it that way. So yeah, like, I mean, my plan is never going to change. If it takes me a little bit longer, if, like I said, if the support is there, like, I mean, like, let's think of it this way: you support the channel, it's costing you zero, it costs you nothing, absolutely nothing. But the only thing is, if you support the channel itself, basically, if I start doing something that's actually going to be a good for my area and stuff like that, well, basically, you might start seeing more people that can afford a little bit more stuff too. So you might start seeing some of my friends on here, which can't really do this stuff as of currently. So basically, the community will actually grow too. So I love to be able to see things happen that way. So, you know, it's what it is, you know. Like, I mean, I like to do something different. I don't want to be the average YouTuber. I don't want to be the average streamer, you know. It's just one thing. And it sounds like I'm talking a bunch of BS, but no. I do what I do, and I love doing what I'm doing. Like, I mean, it's just... Yeah, you got to think about it this way. I don't, like, I mean, just don't work just for the money. I just work for the community to help the communities out and stuff like that. Like, I mean, yes, I don't own my own business. Like I said, I always work for somebody else as well. So it's more to do with trying to figure out exactly what I can actually do with the channel and how I can benefit, and I can benefit others as well. Like, I mean, as I said before, I like to be able to go along and say somebody needed PlayStation Plus. I know I can actually get it on Amazon, and I get the U.S. cards, and I can actually get one of them shipped. It might take me about a week or two to get one, but then if basically I've got everything set up, I can send out to U.S. because Canada and U.S. you cannot use the same cards, like the PlayStation Plus cards and stuff like that. I'm going to be able to help you support you guys too. Even some of those people that don't stream, I'll be able to help them out as well. So, like, I mean, I'm looking at exactly what it is and how I can actually support different things. So it's not. I'm not doing it just for my own self, because I won't be doing it for my own self. I'm not doing my channel just for me. Like, I mean, I'm basically doing it just for. Like, I mean, to me, running a stream is still a hobby to me. But if I could make the hobby into a profession, that's even better again for me because, like I said, I'll be able to enjoy a lot more, be able to stream a lot more. I'll be able to actually do other games as well because I've got like say X number amount of games, like I mean for different categories. So as I said before, I'd like to be able to do that, but of course it takes a time and effort to do that, you know. And like I mean, it's not every YouTuber wants to do what I want to do, but I want to be able to say to do something different. I want to be able to do um, something, like I said, just like I mean, it just makes something different from people, you know, and to be able to actually do it that way. Because like I said, if it costs you nothing to support the channel, like I said, I usually follow the people that follow me in most cases. And like I said, I try to keep up to date with that, so they can actually have support too. It's not just one-sided coin. Like I mean, this is what I do, and this is how I run my channel. So like I mean, I've got a few plans to go, and I know, like I said, if I'm very successful at it, which I know I can be successful at it to a point, it just takes a bit longer. As I said before, in another chat or another stream, like you got one person that's screaming, yelling, bawling, and everything else, and acting a bit of a fool. They'll gain more followers, to gain more everything, and I just don't get why. But I mean, it's just the way it works. But I don't do that stuff on my channel. Like I mean, I respect everybody, and like I said, I respect everybody equally, and I like to be able to do something for the community. But right now, it's just like, oh, it's kind of stopped, just because I don't have the funding to do it. So yeah, like I mean, if I'm actually doing this, and I'm doing this, and if I make more money than what my job is now, I'm not going to quit my job because I'll be able to still do that, but I'll be able to still come back here. But then I'll be able to, like I said, 2 weeks of videos on Twitch here. I'll be able to do a lot more stuff. I'll be able to customize my channel a lot more. And I'll be able to actually be able to do a lot more with it. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing and I think about doing. Like, I mean, like I said, I'm not one of those self-centered people that's like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this support. I'm not asking for support for my own self. I'm asking support of everybody that's around me as well. So, like, I mean, it's just one of those things. And I'm not crying about it. Like I said, you do you itself, and I'll do me itself, and see exactly where we're going to come out at the end of the day. And that's exactly what I do. Now, I do play a lot of Trove. Like, I mean, I do have a lot of information on Trove, Minecraft, Diablo 3, and so on and so forth. I've got about close to 45 games that I can actually remember how to play, but a lot of them are only on PC, and that's why I'm trying to build a PC so I can actually go with PC gaming, because there's even a bigger community on PC as well. So I love the way that stuff works, you know, and I'll basically be able to go do it that way. Console only goes an extra amount, but of course, like I mean, combining the two of it together, and hopefully I could be successful by doing that. But I don't doubt myself. That's the thing. That's the very first thing you don't do when you're actually doing streaming. Don't never doubt yourself, because if you do, that is a bad omen. Because that means you're like, oh my God, if I'm gonna have a bad day, a good day, whatever the case may be, and if you're going to start doing that, you're going to be constantly doing that for the rest of pretty much your life itself. So never doubt yourself itself. Like I mean, you do you and enjoy what you're doing, of course. But that's exactly the only suggestion I can give in that, because it's what it is. But right now, I'm actually trying to get more fire dust and get more sparks, because of the fact I need a lot of them still. Yes, it's a constant grind, but that's what Trove is. Now, I do sometimes, like I said, if I'm actually doing Minecraft and everything else, I do have realms, and I do have other player maps that I do have set up for players and stuff. It's just been a while since I've done Minecraft and stuff like that, because I've been taking a break from it. Because I played it legitimately, constantly for days, months even. Spend about 15 or 16 hours on a map just for digging a hole. Like, I mean, it's just something I want to take a break from for about a month or two, because of the fact that basically it's just taking a break. Now, not taking a break from you guys when it comes to my enjoying my world and stuff like that, but it's taking a break because you can play the game so much, and it just gets a bit monotonous. It just gets a bit boring. Same thing as, like I said, watching someone stream the same stuff over and over. But I try not to do that as much. Like, I mean, I tried. It basically what I noticed myself, even streaming, that certain games does not hit well, and it doesn't work, and certain games it hits well, very well. And I mean, it basically, basic like to me, gaming is a hit or miss. It's like going to a restaurant, and like I said, or even working in a restaurant, and you're waiting for your customers, and basically you get that hit or miss. Sometimes you'll basically get 100% hit, and it's like, hey man, I've got this to work with today, and then or you get a miss, and it's like, okay, I just missed on this point just because this game is not very successful, or it's been played so much by other people that there's nothing left of it. It's like, I mean, you can only milk a game so much before it actually goes completely dead. So, that's exactly what I get to look at, and exactly, like, I mean, even with the repertoire of games I've got to know exactly what is available and what's going on. Like, I mean, I see a couple of games that is hot tickets, but of course everybody's going to go for that hot ticket, but then that hot ticket dies out after a while. So, it's just one of those things. Like, I mean, that's just why I do trove and stuff like that. There's some people that do stream it, but it's not as many as like Minecraft and stuff like that. But the game is still fun to play, and like I said, it's just a different type of concept of game, and that's what I look at, And when I'm actually looking at the aspect of the game itself, it gives a little bit more light to the game itself. If you ever decide to go along and play it and stuff like that, like I said, you can always check out my YouTube channel, which is basically Gamersmith. All you have to find is the blue wolf itself, and basically hit the subscribe button, and you'll see exactly all my basically my videos and stuff. I got it posted over Trove and stuff like that. The only thing is, when I'm actually doing streams and stuff like that, what happens is, since it's actually a short time and you're posted up on Twitch, because a week is not much at all. It's basically getting a few views and stuff like that, but your views only counts on Twitch if you're actually streaming, and a lot of people just don't get that. As I mentioned before in one of my videos before, that Twitch has a very weird system itself. Like, I mean, if you're constantly streaming, you get 1 or 2 or 3 views, or you get those viewers itself, but you get most of the viewers when you're actually logged out. Now, I could go along and make a 2 or 3 hour video, and hopefully I can get the views, but that doesn't mean that that's going to actually work either. I basically tested that many times over. Now, like I said, I'm not basically trying to say, hey, or crying out for people to view or watch my stream. What it is, the way Twitch works, it's kind of weird because, like, I mean, you can have a perfect 1.6 or 2.6. The highest I ever got here was a 2.0 average of streams or streamer watching. And the thing is, it takes 3.0 average to actually get any type of number, and that is a problem. Like, I mean, like I said, that's what stops you from getting affiliate, because once you get affiliate, that's what you can get full support and everything else of the devs and stuff like that, and you'll actually get a lot more stuff that you can do with your channel, which I'm kind of lacking right now, which is kind of like something I'm looking forward to, but not really pushing on it that much. I'd like to be able to push on it even more if I got the time enough to do it. But like I said before, like, I mean, Twitch and YouTube is not paying me no money at all, so I've still got to work that 9 to 5 job pretty much, and try to make up the difference so I can actually still buy food and still live. And that's the thing, And like I said, it's just something I want to be able to do, something I want to be able to share with you guys, because I love communities. I love these kinds of communities itself. And it basically, yes, I know sometimes, like, I mean, I'm playing Minecraft or other games, I'm playing survival games, and all of a sudden you get like those people that, like, say, grief your world and stuff like that. Because in most cases, I do believe that people get bored with the game, and, like, I mean, they really don't have much else to do. So what happens is they go along and start just misbehaving, and that's what I call it itself. But I mean, you're going to get those people anyway. You can't just go along and remove them, because it's all a part of the gaming community. But like, I mean, I don't hate those people because of what they do. Like, I mean, I understand that. But anyway, regardless of that, I find that the overall aspect of trying to get something and trying to get something to work 100%, it takes a bit of time. Like, I mean, it takes time and effort, and also not just as many videos that you can produce or as much of content you can produce, but it depends on what type of how much of the one type of content and how much you mix and match, I guess. That's why I try to play like Minecraft and Trove, because, like I said, they're very similar together to a point, but it's just a little bit less grindy in Minecraft itself. But you still get the grind for your resources and stuff like that. So, with saying that, with Trove, you grind for your resources, but you're also grinding for levels. You're grinding for PR, which basically helps you to get to the higher levels into the game, and so on and so forth. So you're constantly doing something in Trove. That's what makes Trove, like I said, just a completely different grind. But like I said, with Minecraft and stuff like that, and other games, same thing with Diablo, and same thing with everything else. I love grinding games because of the fact that it's so much replay value of them. And like I said, you can also meet different people that plays it just a little bit differently, and it has a different concept. And like I said, you work with those concepts and basically help the other person out. And that's pretty much what I like doing, and be able to do it that way. So that's exactly what I like to be able to do with the channel, as I mentioned before, just to basically get things going, so I'll be able to actually get the full support of different things, so I can actually build it up even more. But like I told you before, as I just mentioned, it's just limitations of who's viewing, what's going on, and whatnot. So, like, I mean, with my YouTube channel, like I said, I'm still trying to build that up too as well, and try to make two things work. But of course, with the time and effort and the time I'm putting in, like I said, sometimes people don't like what you stream, or basically don't like basically the way you stream. But as I said before, I've got things missing out of my channel, like all this blaring music and stuff like that, or this intro and outro type of deal, just because I basically don't have the software to actually set it up. There's a software, and I don't have time enough right now to actually do my own coding. So I know how to do the coding and stuff for it. I just don't have the time enough because of where I'm working in that so much. So that's exactly what's happening. So I'm trying to actually fill in as much as I can possibly can to see exactly what I can actually do every day. So when I'm actually here grinding and stuff like that, I'm just happy to basically share the grind, and I'm actually share the information with you guys that I'm actually learning over the years. And I'm actually be able to better your game if you're basically doing it that way. And if you're actually playing Trove or playing Minecraft or whatever the case may be, I do a lot of stuff with both channels, and I love to basically be able to build those two up as much as I can. And then as you're supporting me, I'm actually supporting you at the same time. So, like, I mean, I would love to be able to do that and be able to push it up even further. So I'm actually not, like I said, not just basically doing stuff for my own self. but doing stuff for the whole entire community. So, I like to be able to do that. I like to be able to share the wealth, share the knowledge, share everything, and make stuff work. So, but it takes time to get there. It takes a lot of streaming, takes a lot of stuff. It's just, it's it's a lot. And sometimes it's a lot of repetitive to a point because, with Twitch, you do have repeat some stuff because as each thing gets deleted every week. I can make a 12-hour video, and if it's up for about a week, I'm looking at this 12-hour video to say, okay, on Twitch, I'm like, why am I making a 12-hour video which is only going to last only about a week? Yes, it might give me a few more followers, or might give me something else to work with. But the thing is, it's not, to me, I don't know, it's not a waste of time. It's just, I don't know, it's running something different in a different way, I guess. I do try to stream at least, like I said, every day. Sometimes I'll miss a day because of, like I said, because of work and stuff like that. But I try to be very constant with what I'm doing. I know sometimes my times are erratic because, like I said, about my sleep time, recovery from work, and stuff like that. Because I do a lot of work when I do it, and I don't mind doing that. But it's what it is. It's called living, and it's something that everybody got to do at some point. If you're already set up in YouTube and you already got everything running and stuff like that, well, like I said, you don't have to do much work. All you do is stream, and you could do those 12-hour streams. You could do those 14-hour streams and whatnot because you got the money and the time. Because, like I said, if I had the money and the time, I'd basically be doing the same thing. That's why when I was actually not working there for a bit, I actually got that 12-hour stream in, or 1 hour and 11 hours 55 minutes, I think, or something like that. And I was actually happy to do that, and I was, like I said, kind of happy to my own self as well to do that because, it's just something there, and I can show more content of the game as well. But of course, with Trove and stuff like that, I could switch my games in which I normally do if I'm going to do a long stream, but it's only a certain percentage of that stream it becomes monotonous after a while and become boring. And that's what I'm trying, don't try to do, but I don't know exactly what, right now, I don't know what is the hit or miss game out there and whatnot. I know Apex is doing pretty good right now. I know a few other ones are actually doing not too bad. But like I said, I don't play shooter games. I play grinder games, which is different. I play classic games as well. I don't mind playing Crash Bandicoot sometimes, just for the easy trophies. Also for just to have something different to play, and so on and so forth. I play a lot of the rated R games, like the PlayStation 1 games, and so on and so forth. Sometimes I do stream them on a different channel, but of course that's not my main channel. That's my classic channel, and so on and so forth. That one is not active. I just stream and store videos there, just because of the fact. It's just all full of old, all the old PlayStation. I'm trying to get a modded Dreamcast right now too, and to see if I can actually stream and get a capture card for that. So, yeah, it's a lot of money going out, but it's like I said, it's a lot of what it is. I don't mind doing it. It gives me something to do, and it gives me something to do every day, and also basically share it with you guys. I'm very happy to do that. And I wish I'd be able to keep a regular schedule. If it was 8 o'clock every single day, even if I do 8 o'clock every single day, it could be AM or PM, basically just to constantly stream that way. I wish, like I said, my work wasn't erratic as much as it is, but it is. And that's all I can do about that. Like, I mean, I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to do my best. I will say that. But like I said, some people, like I said, just don't, if you don't stream at a certain time or whatever the case may be. But see, they don't realize I do have a YouTube channel that I do store most of my streams, or about 95% of my streams. The only stream I don't stream is when I'm actually doing Minecraft, and you got a bunch of people yelling and screaming and bawling, and like, I mean, or people talking over each other. It's just something, no. Like, I mean, it's absolutely disrespectful. So that's exactly what I get rid of. So that's exactly what I normally do, you know. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Depressed? This sounds very depressing. Just kidding, dude. Welcome to the stream, of course. Like I said, how are you doing today so far? Besides being depressed? No, just kidding. I gotta stop. Yeah, I gotta stop saying that joke over and over. But anyway, hopefully you're doing good, dude. Yeah, like I said, I just seen on my stream here what my plan is with my stream. I want to be able to do something with this. I love you guys so much. I like to be able to do more with streaming content, you know. Basically trying to actually get my streaming time up and see if I can get more time. But see, as I mentioned before in my streams, that I've been trying to get more time to stream and try to get more content out there. See, the thing is, my main channel is Gamersmith on YouTube, and I do dump all my videos and stuff like that because, as I said before, Twitch is a pain in the meat to trying to get videos. And like I said, they don't last. They only last about a week on here, and what happens is they get deleted. So what I do is just dump it on my. Well, think of it this way: I've got about 140 videos on YouTube right now. Usually, roughly about an hour long each one, because I don't have much time between me sleeping, me working, and me doing the real life things. So this is exactly what happens. So basically, the way you can find me is on here. To see if I can still got this link there. No, I don't, but I can pop it up right quick for you. Copy. All right. And this is my YouTube channel, of course. And this is the direct link to it. Oops, I'm gonna die here if I'm not. Oops. And you'll see me there. But I've got like a lot of help videos. I've got a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, I've been trying to get at least, because I've been only doing this for a couple of months. I've been doing this on and off for about close to a year, to be exact. But I don't think I'm doing too bad with it for my content and stuff like that. But as I said before, there's a lot of work to do streaming. Like, I mean, if I could do like another 12-hour stream, I'd be freaking peachy with that. But the problem is, like, I mean, once I get off of here now, I'll be switching over and probably getting ready to go to work again. That's exactly what happens to me. Anyway, regardless of that, I've been trying to push up on different things. But it's working okay for now, I guess. It could be going better, it could be going worse. But, you know, I can't complain. Like, I mean, I've been with YouTube since 2009 as a member. Like, I mean, I didn't want to go streaming at then. Basically, I done I think a couple of videos back in 2015. Deleted them because it was poorly done and poorly contented. Plus, I didn't have the computer to actually do my editing and stuff like that either. So yeah. Yeah, YouTube is actually a bit better than Twitch. Like, I mean, the Twitch is good to grab a few things. But when it comes to storage and stuff like that, well, they got an unlimited amount of storage of videos and stuff like that. So I find putting your content over there, like once you finish with your stream and stuff like that, yeah, you're building 2 channels, what you're doing. But like I said, you're building one a little bit here and a little bit there, and whatnot. Like, I mean, you get probably one follower here, you might get like 2 or 3 followers on YouTube, or you might get nothing on both ends. Like, it depends on what your content is. Like, I mean, I do a lot of, like I said, I do try to mix my games a little bit. Like I said, if you basically looked at my YouTube channel, you'll see I try to mix them. But see, you got to remember, certain games out there is a hit or miss. Like I said, as I said before, it's like working in a restaurant. You're waiting for your customer to come in, and sometimes you might get that customer, and sometimes you don't. And that's exactly what happens. Like, I mean, I've been working with, like, say, fast food and everything else for years. So I know exactly what the concept is and what I'm getting at. But it's like waiting on tables. Same thing. No difference. Like, I mean, you're waiting for that door to come open and basically waiting to serve your first customer. And the same thing with doing, like, Twitch and stuff like that on YouTube. It's no difference. You know? And that's the thing. Like, I mean, if I had more time and do longer videos, I would basically, yeah. But if I was doing this as a complete profession, right now I'm only doing it as a hobby to a point, because that's all time I got for it. But if I had to go along and drop off of one thing and get the other thing to work, I would actually do that with a heart and half, because I love doing this stuff. I love my job too, but I mean, it's just what it is. Plus, I like to be able to actually do a lot of stuff for the community and stuff that I live into as well. Basically, like, as I mentioned before, help the homeless and stuff like that, or basically try to give them, even if you give them something to eat every day or something like that, just to go along and support. Like, I mean, that's the same thing as, like, I mean, the channel and stuff like that. The thing about it this way, if you've got a problem, like I said, getting PlayStation Plus, I'll be able to get U.S. codes because I know how to do all that stuff. Because you can go to Amazon and stuff like that and buy them, and you can get to buy Amazon codes. That's good for the U.S. Of course, you can't use Canada codes in here. And like I said, that gives something back to the community and the other side too at the same time. So basically doing a bunch of stuff just to make not to just to keep followers, but I mean just to keep people playing and stuff like that, so they can actually enjoy the games. And like, I mean, I've been enjoying games since I've been 6 years old. So like I said, I'm not new to the scene of gaming, but like I said, I see the thing is, gaming itself to me is like it can bridge with the social gaps and stuff like that. But I also, like I said, enjoy playing the games that I do play. So, you know, it's just one of those things. And plus, like I said, helpful tips and stuff like that into certain games. Like, I mean, I still like to be able to finish the Batman game. I started playing that. I started streaming that. It didn't work exactly right. It just went stale on me. I tried that 2 or 3 times over, and it seems like it just goes stale. So I don't know how to juice up that game to make it work. Hey, Remote, what's up, man? How are you doing today, my friend? And welcome to the stream. I'm sorry I'm actually on a little bit later than normal, because I had a couple of things to do today. I've actually had to go to the store to check up and see if my video card was in, because I've got a 3070 on pre-order right now, just waiting there for that to come into the store, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Nope, I am not American. I'm a Canadian, but I'm actually a Canadian streamer. And like I said, that's why my times are a little bit erratic, because most people that's on my followers list and stuff like that are legitimately U.S. Citizens, which is basically something I cannot say, hey, man, you can go along. Yeah, sweet. You're from the UK, so you're smack dab in the middle of everybody's time zone. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, I've had a couple of friends of mine that I used to play Minecraft and stuff with, and other games. I used to play Red Alert 2, actually, back in the day, with another person from the UK. So I'm so used to UK people too as well. We used to go along and do tournaments and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. Like, I mean, I'd love to be able to stream Red Alert 2 because I do have that game for PC. But as I said, right now, my video card is the reason why I'm actually upgrading it a little bit more. Um, yeah, it's a lot more US. Yep, because we got to remember, it's twice, almost four. Is for every single place is almost twice to three times people in every single part of the US than Canada. So you're looking at, you say, almost a billion people versus a couple of million people. No, no problem, no problem. But anyway, like I said, welcome to the stream, of course, guys. And like I said, if you like the stream so far, you can actually hit that follow button. Every single follow, like I said, it does help the channel quite a bit. Of course. Um, oh, how do I get those wings? Those are from events. There is a lot of event items I do have that you cannot get anymore. There is certain things that you can craft into the crafting table and stuff like that that you can actually craft. Like it's still a lot of mastery and stuff like that. I'm still missing about close to 5,000 or 6,000 mastery myself. My mastery is suffering a little bit, but not really. Because I'm still working on like one more dragon to just add it. I'm still working on the new updates. But I'm not in no rush for to get mastery right now. I'm more worried about getting my character up and getting the gems done so I can actually switch completely into mastery and basically smack that out within a week or two. It's not hard to get mastery in this game. The paragram mastery is a little bit longer. A little bit longer to get. That's the biggest problem of that. Lowest PR. My lowest PR right now, I will tell you that in a second. My lowest PR is 33K, I do believe. 33.9, or is it 33 something? Yeah, 33.9. No, 33.6. No, 33.4. I gotta start remembering all my characters, but a lot of characters I don't use anymore. But yeah, I got 3 6 6 6 6. That's just funny. I never bothered to upgrade that one yet, just because it's all sixes. No, that's not the reason why. But what I'm doing right now is just basically working on basically a few things right now. Like I said, try to build up my channels when I can. And like I said, it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication and stuff like that. Like I said, most of my streams are only about an hour long. I wish I could actually say, as I said before, I wish I had more time to do more streaming because, like I said, it's just one of those things. But like I said, I try to squeeze in as much time, especially with work, sleep, eat, and be merry. Which is quite interesting. Anyway, like I said, when it comes to like my main channel right now is my YouTube, just because it stores all my videos. Yes, it is. No, actually, the Clover Tome, actually, you could buy it off the market. The Clover Tome is one of the biggest tomes that you should try to get because it does help with leveling your characters. That's when you can actually be able to get like the 9th lives and stuff like that. So you want to be able to get that because that will help quite a bit. Now, you go under market and or store, not marketplace, and you go under gems, and I'll show you exactly how it is. See, you got the Jade Clover journal. You also got the Empowered Gem Box Edition, which it does help you get more stuff and that to build up your gems. So yeah. It's in the market or in the store. You better pick it up and be able to use that. And it does give you 100 clovers, which it might give you, I think it's like 1 or 2 9 lives if you transferred everything. But as I said to people before, don't use the clovers. They're absolutely useless in the game. Even when you first start off, because you can get to level 25 gem pretty easy. Now, what you want to do is go along and you save up for 9 lives as much as possible. And you want to be able to push that up as much. Because once you actually start doing this type of grind in U11, You don't want to be doing the grind and the grind and the grind. You want to do the grind once. Once you actually get that gem leveled, then you move over to the next gem and so on and so forth. So that's what the 9th lives are for, is for guaranteed to put a plus on your gem. So you basically don't need the combined gem dust anymore, or whatever the case is, or the spark, and so on and so forth. Yes, I do have every tome. It took me a while to get it, but every tome, I'll show you exactly what the tomes are. I'm doing, well, all these legendaries. I've got the Pyrotechnics, I've got the Oculus, I've got the Ropery Readings, I've got the Dragon Coin Digest, which I'm actually doing right now, waiting for Luxter in 2 weeks. I've also got the Chaos Codex, I've got the Writings of Wonder, which you can actually get that as a drop in the game, but it's extremely rare. But you can actually buy it off of people, or look at the market, go back to the store, and you probably can buy it off of one of the packs if it's still available. Nice. Awesome, dude. Awesome. So, basically, depressed, what you could do is, if you're not up to the crystalline gems yet, you can actually look at one of my tutorials on how to do that, on one of my videos, and it will help you to get your crystalline. Now, this is what I will mention here. My Lunar Lancer right now is, I think it's pretty high. I'm not sure. My Lunar Lancer is 34K right now, because I never really worked on him that much. I got to swap in some of his gems still. Like, I mean, this is what I'm doing this for, so I can actually get the crystalline for each character. Because all you need is just one character that can do crystalline gems. What you do is this, let me explain this one right quick. What you want to do is get light level. And I mean, light level is all you need. Like, I mean, to here, I'll show you exactly what I did and how you got light. You want to take these 3 gems, you're empowered, you're basically 2 small gems, and make them into light. Then you want to get basically crystalline 2 gear and max it out as much as you can, and that will give you about 6K light, because each gem will give you over 1K light, plus all your gear will give you about another 3.5K light. So you'll get about I think it's like 7K time you're finished, or 6.5. You'll get enough light to actually get up to the crystalline in all levels. That means with the what was it, the cosmic gems and all. So you won't have a problem of doing that. And you'll also get the stats from that as well. So you get the PR very easy. Nice. Right. That's what you need to do. Like, I mean, build up your cosmic first, because that, when you go to Atlas, the hardest place to get into is get your gear leveled. Overall, yes, you can go back to U10, you go whatever, but it's the hardest thing that you can do. That is, go to Geotop side and get to that Uber 11. But once you get your light, basically it'll actually open up the rest of your maps too. So basically, because you need light to go to Uber 11, and that's what I'm saying. So if you look after your light first and you do the rotation of all your other gems, you'll be able to do it no problem. So you basically want to do is, if you're stuck at Uber 10 and you can't get enough supplies, what you could do is still basically do Uber 10. You will get a reduced number of supplies, but you'll also get stuck, and you won't be able to grind the rest of your characters up that quickly. So you'll be stuck for a little bit. Well, basically what they did was, you gotta remember, every single gem that you do and every single upgrade that you do, it gets more and more expensive. So you might start off with 100 flux, just to say do level 1. Then it go to 120, 140, 160, and so on and so forth. And it gets more and more expensive, but it gradually increases. But until you get up to the higher levels, it might take you 1,000, 2,000, Flux. This is why I said 9 lives are a must-have for getting to 25 plus, because of that reason. You don't want to waste Flux. You don't want to waste a lot of resources that you could use on other characters. So if you're basically doing multiple characters and stuff like that, you'll be able to push up all your characters up to maximum, and you'll be able to do it that way. So once you get all your crystalline stuff and everything done with your gems, and you get your crystalline gear, right? I know, basically level 30 gem is not hard to get. It is a lot of grind. Like, I mean, what they did was switch to the grind a little bit and made some things a little bit longer to grind for. That's why I said I'm not into the mastery right now, because I'm looking after my characters, but I'm not looking after every single character. So I'll get so far into the characters. See, you could spend years, and I mean years, basically augmenting gems and everything for every single character, which I would not recommend because it takes too long. But choose a character and choose a sub-character that you're going to be using. Let's say if you're going to use a gunslinger, or you use an ice sage, or something to do delves with, or whatever the case may be, whatever you're going to be using, or even the new Solarian. So it depends on what class you want to use. You build it up as much as you can and basically make it work right for you. So you really only need 2 classes in the entire game out of all. Basically, you want to have a powerhouse, and you want to have a grinder. Your grinder is not going to be a super powerhouse, but you want to have it just for doing regular dungeons and stuff like that. So you're not wasting your time with every single character. So this will help you out quite a bit. Now, you could do every single character. I'm not saying not to. What I'm saying is you'll be able to push up with with those characters a lot easier, and you'll be able to keep going with that. So you want to be able to look at it that way. This is exactly what my YouTube videos and stuff is all about. Basically try to teach people this, because everybody tries to go along and tries to level every single character. And what happens is you actually do not focus on that one character, and makes one character weaker than the rest of them. And what happens is you basically can't really balance the characters either, because once you start augmenting, you find out, okay, you've got augmenting one character, your main character, and then every other character you still got augment. So basically you can't balance it. There's no way to balance it in this game. But you can get the gems and stuff like that for later on, when you actually get that much more stuff to do later on in the game. Like, I mean, you can have every character augmented, you can have everything, but it will take you a while to do. Even if you constantly grind this game and basically do it that way. You don't need every single character to 40k, that's the thing. Like, I mean, yes, I could do it if I'm going for the AKA pissing contest, or trying to get the world's ranks. I'm not there for that. I'm there for the grind. I'm there to have fun with the game, and so on and so forth. But I know how to get every single character up to 40k. That's not hard to do. But I don't need every single character up to 40k. I basically want to be able to get my Solarian up, my Shadow Hunter up. I want to test it to Solarian, because I never tested it with that build yet. I'm started. And I know it's a decent build because I'm using the same one for the Shadow Hunter, and I've got a lot of like the gems already converted into for the higher levels. Well, actually, you don't even need a few. You only need like one for running. Like, I mean, if you really wanted to, like, I mean, what you see, you need one for grinding. So if you look at this way, you can choose the Shadow Hunter. You can actually go along and do the Shadow Hunter, do the Neo Ninja, do the classics if you wanted to, or you could, like I said, upgrade it to Solarian if you already actually have it unlocked or built, and work that. Or you could basically use like a Gunslinger or Ice Sage. Depends on how far you want to get into the delves. It's still all about the delves itself. So basically, whatever your game style is and gameplay, that's what you want to do. And that's exactly what I tell people. This is why I don't tell people what to do. I'll go along and give them a suggestion, And that's the only thing I can actually do in that direction. Because, like I said, I'm not there to go along and say, oh, you've got to play this way, or you got to do this, or you got to do that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is just basically, when it comes to like stats and stuff like that, you don't need every single character. There's no way. Basically, for me, I know there's people that's spending a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money, upgrading the gems and stuff like that. That's fine. That's their prerogative. That's what they want to do. Me, I'd rather grind it and stuff like that and basically learn how to play the game instead of actually having it the other way. So that's exactly what I look at. So, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I just can't wait to try to get a custom button. I'd like to be able to get that. Like, I mean, yeah, it's basically, if you don't know how Twitch works, I could stream a 10-hour video, and if people are not there in the lobby and watching, or basically I get the reverse of people, then my 10-hour Twitch video don't mean nothing. Plus, it gets deleted after end of every week, so yeah. Who's my gunslinger is the highest right now because I use that one. My magic highest magic is the gunslinger because I use that for the delves, but I also use Ice Age from on and off too. But I still get to fix the stats a little bit in the Ice Age, but of course it takes time, and it also takes resources. Right now, I'm actually stopped doing delves for now because of the fact that. The delves itself is not benefiting me right now. Gems are more benefiting, and that's exactly what I'm doing because I want to be able to build up my character first and be able to go along. And if I'm going to smack at delves, Gunslinger is actually very good. Yeah, it's one of the better classes. But the only problem is with Gunslinger, it does have a drop-off point, not as much as an Ice Age. I would actually recommend the Ice Age over the Gunslinger because the Ice Age has a bubble that keeps it live. Plus, sometimes you can actually get to the higher delves with a Gunslinger. Not a Gunslinger, but the Ice Age. So, basically what it is, depends on what you're going to use it for. Like, I mean, both classes are slow-moving and so on and so forth. But depends on what class you want to use. Like, I mean, the highest DPS I found so far would be Ice Age. And that's if you build it correctly. That's one with the volatile velocity, get the max light that you can get for it, and you'll be able to go along and walk straight through the delves. No problem. And that's pretty much it. I'll show you exactly what my Gunslinger build is in a second, and let you have a look at that. So give me a second here. Says I'm not really strapped on time here. My Gunslinger build is a classic build. Of course, I'm using the emblem, Arcane Emblem, for magic damage. I'm also Vial of Minion Multiplication. That gives me more damage. I'm also using the Evil Eye Emblem. That gives me, like I said, because it multiplies. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. When I'm using a potion, see, I've got 2 eyes. It pops up. Usually that only gives me 1, but as you notice, it does a lot of damage. And that's exactly how that works. Yeah, when I get a chance, I will get a perma for it, yes. But as of right now, I'm stuck. Like, I mean, working on everything else. Once I catch up in the game a little bit more and stuff like that, I'll get a perma. I'll go back and do all my Leviathans and stuff again. I still got to do quite a few more Leviathans yet. Like, I mean, I still got a lot of game left because of my schedule and stuff like that, my work. But I'm not doing too bad with it, I don't think. But it's like I said, it's just a slow process of getting up there and making stuff work, you know. And that's exactly what I look at. So, like I said, it's just, yeah. It's just basically what it is. What my PR in my Ice Age right now is, it's a bunch of 6s. It's 3, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 right across the board. But it's actually maxed at it. Like, I mean, I've got Crystalline 4 on there. Don't have my gems done yet, as I said. But I got some of them augmented already. Like I've got my light, and this is something well, actually, I got to fix that one. But I've got most of my light done here. I got some of them re-rolled, and so on and so forth. I'll show you exactly the stats right now for my sage. I've still got to work on some things. Now, Searing Light is the best one I find for the delves itself. Yeah, pretty close to it, yeah. My magic damage, my critical hit damage, my critical hit is set right. My magic damage needs to be fixed a little bit because I can push up the stat a little bit. My light is not too bad. At 8.5 just because I don't have a permatorch, and so on and so forth. So I'm still missing a few things, but I'm not doing too bad with it. As I said, for the stuff that I'm missing, I can easily grind for it, and that's what I'm getting at. I know permatorches are a little bit rare itself, but like I said, I'm not constantly doing delves right now either, and I'm not doing the leviathans. Both delves and leviathans will give me the stats that I need for that. No, actually, it's a little different. My gunslinger is... Yeah, my gunslinger, the other one, yeah. I just realized that. But they're both at 6, yep. But I still get to work on the gems. You got to remember that. I got a lot of work still left to do. So, yeah. It's just that, like I said, I wish I had more time to work on the characters. But it's what it is. Right now, I'm trying to get my Shadow Hunter up so I can actually do some more grinding. Then I'm going to go along and use my Shadow Hunter into the Leviathans so I can start looking for another Permatorch. Because the stats are high enough right now for me to use the Shadow Hunter to do the Leviathan. So I can still do enough damage. Because it's all the dual light based. If you actually, if you have noticed when you actually enter the dungeons first, when you go in there and look at the posted sign there, you'll see it's actually all light based. So it'll tell you how much light you need to actually kill it with the efficiency. Yeah, I know, and I got pretty high up there. I got over 2,000 and some odd boxes. As I said before, I got enough boxes to keep my stuff going for a while. But I can't, like I said, I could delete some of the boxes to give myself extra storage space, but yeah. I try to save as many boxes as possible. Oh, I know. I don't know how people open them up that many boxes. Even with this, with the that actually is not bad. 363. 639. Okay, I'm gonna see what I got here for a fire gem. I think I still got the replace one. Yes. I can drop this one off. Remove. I don't mind using that PR. I like to have it a little higher than that, but it is a crystalline gem. Plus, it's perfect status, so it saves me a lot of reroll. So let's go and just level this up. Pink. But as you notice, like I said, I got 294 horseshoes. I've got like ladybugs. I got 54. I got 26 of night lives. But I keep on adding to my night lives. I don't like to get it below 20 if I could do it at all. And how you make those, of course, is go to your Adventures crafting table, go to gems, and you can be able to combine them here. Like I said, clovers, I can make 1,000. Why do you upgrade gems slow? What do you mean slow? It's just the only way of doing it. But actually, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to use all the jade clovers right now. I can make 49 of them, but see, it requires lapis. So I can make 2 more night lives. There we go. It's done. But what do you mean by me making gems slow? You're talking about you're talking about doing like this upgrade here, like this. So you just go pink, bank. Now I'm just basically watching my flux in my gem dust. That's all. I got loads of gem dust, but I still want to get more cores and stuff. Now, if I could do it any faster, I would, but I just don't want doing it. Of course. No, I get to 19. I'll show you exactly what I mean by getting to 25, but using nothing. I mean, absolutely no clovers, no nothing. It's very easy to do. You basically waste a little bit more of your gem dust, a little bit more flux, but on the other hand, it's better using night lives because they're harder to get. Because you got to wait for a week for them. And plus, like I said, you don't want to waste clovers. There we go, level 25. And then it goes back to the sparks, which I'm going to be using for my other characters. So, yeah. All right, that's done for now. And I'm going to open up more boxes. And why does it take me a bit longer to open up boxes? Because I don't have the inventory space. But still, I don't see how people would get 70k boxes. That's just way too many boxes. But I guess if you're grinding enough, you can actually do that. But see, you got to remember, you look at the weeklies and stuff like that, you get to see that 70k, but you only see that once. But I can do that multiple times over, if I really wanted to, because I got enough boxes. I got enough to do 70k, I think it's like 3 times. So, yeah. Now, let me see here. I've got to look at the leaderboards for a second. Contest, nope. Media. Right now, I'm actually almost up to 29 placement, which I'm really close to that. See, my mastery is only 47, and my total mastery is here. It's 44. I'm still working that. What do you mean, CGS? Does all your characters have to... Crystal Sigs? No, it does not. I'll show you exactly. You need, this one. You're talking about the outside, or are you talking about like this green gem? Because there's 2 different sigils. Oh no, not yet. I'm still working on those. See, I am doing the my dailies to get that, because I'm basically looking at my qubits. I don't want to be wasting qubits. I got 34k right now, but I'm saving them up until I get enough. Then I'm going to start popping them off. So I'm not going to go along and regrind all the power gems. That's way too much work. But I will be grinding every other small gem and stuff like that. So I'll be able to do that over time. Yes, I'll still probably buy some stuff from Luxter. I could still do that stuff. Yeah, I've got every pack so far. So far in the game. Like I said, I'm still trying to get the rest of the mastery as well. Like I said, everything that I am missing is in the game. There's nothing I need to buy. There's nothing else I need to collect in that direction. It's everything I need to grind. That's what I'm saying. Everything that I need to grind is what I'm in. What's mastery? What's the max mastery? 1,000. It doesn't go beyond 1,000. And like I said, it just takes a while to get up there. Like, I got a friend of mine that's 774 right now. I'm about 760, but I'm not, there is a couple of things I could buy off other people that will help me get like 40 or 50 mastery and so on and so forth. But like I said, think about it this way. After a certain point, mastery does add up, but it doesn't mean too much after a certain point. And that's why I said mastery, my stats right now is worth more than mastery itself. Mastery is only going to give me, like I said, something to go along and add to global. To say I'm this level and whatever the case may be. But the highest mastery you can get is 1,000. You cannot pass 1,000. Like, I mean, it takes years to get to that 1,000 mark. I will say that. Because I've been playing this for, like, I mean, it's probably shorter time now, but I've been playing this game basically 10 years, or since it was launched on the console. And I've been playing it a little bit before on PC as well. Like, I mean, I've got about a year and a half playing it on PC because it took them about a year and a half to come here. No, actually, that's not impossible. Because think about it this way. I'm already at 860. I've got 140 more to go. If I collect everything in this game currently, I've got about 870. It'll give me another 10 levels. And if I get everything off the market that people are selling, I'll get the rest of the levels. Or I might just go along and grind it myself. Either or, it's all to do with drop chances. And it's also to do with the, the mementos and stuff too. Because some of them gives you 25 mastery each, but some of them are very rare as drops. So basically, what I've done is got the tome for the mementos as well. So it does cut down on my grind, but the only thing is it only cuts it down by a percentage. It doesn't cut it down by a lot. Because it's still all RNG based. So if I open up my caches from that tome, because you only get 3 caches every week, you got a chance of getting nothing, or you might get 1 tome, or yeah. In most cases, I break down the ones I've got duplicates of. If I don't make flags out of them to get more mastery, I'll go along and break them down and get basically portal cores. Basically, like, I'll show what they are right now. If I do have them here, I should be able to get them here. Give me a second here, and I'll show you exactly what they look like. I'm not even started off with the new ores yet. I gotta be able to get them going soon. Because I am still a little bit far behind, but I'm not that far behind. No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the course. There you go. The memories. The condensed memories. You can break down your stuff every week to do that. And that's what you could do with the old mementos. And then you can make portals to get more mementos. But if you got the memento tome, you could still get those. But you get them for cheaper. And that's exactly how that works. So that's exactly what you want to have a look at. Like, I mean, look at tomes, and just grind your tomes, and it'll help you quite a bit. This is exactly that's why I said I can do a short video, and I can get a lot of stuff done, because I've got so many tomes. Like, I mean, I've got, like, stuff a lot of people don't have. Like, I mean, even some of the higher level mastery guys don't have it. But there's only a handful of us basically that kept playing this game and kept on supporting the game and stuff like that. We've got that much done. That's why it makes it a lot easier for us to grind. So we don't need to grind our asses off to trying to get one thing done. We just go along and grind a little bit here and there and make stuff work. And that makes a big difference at the end of the day. That's why it's so important to try to get those tomes if you can get them. And if you got to go along and get credits and stuff, you can trade for credits and stuff from other people as well, and you get basically free money. But let me correct myself here. It's not free, but it's still cheaper than spending the real money. Like, I mean, you can basically play this game absolutely for free, but it just takes that much more time to play the game. Like, I mean, it'll basically, for me, if I was going to go back and play this game, and I'll never spent nothing into the game, it would take me about 12, 13 years to catch up to where I'm to. It would take me about another 2-3 years. Because time you get all the flux and stuff, unless you're buying Patreon, but even if you buy Patreon, you're still paying to play. And that's exactly the way it works. Because you get double resources, get double of, like I said, like flowers and stuff like that. Everything that you grind with Patreon, you get double. You get better login rewards and stuff like that, and so on and so forth for your karma bars, your 5 karma bars. You get double of that, so you basically build up resources faster by using that. But I don't run Patreon myself because I run it for about 6 months until I got to a point, and then I gave up on Patreon because I was like, okay, I've got this to work so far, and I said I could keep running Patreon, but no. Like, I mean, to me, Patreon is good to start off with, but later on in the game, it doesn't help much. And I will be honest with you. Because you have so much resources already built up, and if you really wanted to build up on, like, Flux and stuff like that, basically, there's so many different things in the market and stuff like that now. But this is when the game was actually first just launched on the console. Like I said, when I first started playing, I was like, okay, Patreon is going to help me right now, and I'm going to get all that stuff. Like, I mean, that's why I tried to mention back in one of my very early videos about Patreon and stuff like that and how it works. Now, if you've got money to actually keep Patreon going, that's fine. So you can be able to do it that way. But it's each their own. So that should help you with a little bit more information as well in the game. A little bit more understanding how the mechanics work when it comes to pay to win and stuff like that. Or actually, I can't say pay to win because you really don't win anything, but you know, it's what it is. So, like I said, if you get any more questions, guys, you can always ask, and I'll be able to answer them as clearly as quickly as possible. Hopefully, you enjoyed the stream so far, and thanks for the followers, of course. And thanks for the support of the channel. I'm just going to basically end my stream here now, of course. And hopefully you have a good one, guys. And keep the stick in the eyes or whatever you're doing. And hopefully you enjoy doing what you're doing. Probably catch you in the next one. Peace out for now. Bye.